There he is.
What's up? I'm still here, baby.
You back, huh?
Yep.
Orange juice,
Never
man.
stops, never stops.
So what happened?
I don't know. I don't even really care.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Well, let's get out here and get these playoffs, man. I'm glad to see you here.
You see I'm already dressed? You late.
I like that. Yeah. What's up, man?
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this.
Moin Leute, mein Name ist Gary2611 und willkommen zurück hier auf unserem Channel Game Twice bei NBA 2K17 My Career. Ja, und wir facen heute die Atlanta Hawks um das deutsche Nachwuchstalent Dennis Schröder. Ich denke mal, er ist mit dabei. Dennis Schröder, mal gucken. Wir schauen mal. Tja, und wir sind, glaube ich, jetzt one game oder two games behind the Portland Trail Blazers in der Western Conference um Platz 1. Von daher sollten wir dieses Spiel gewinnen, könnten wir uns ja, näher herantasten an diesen beliebten Spot 1. Schauen wir mal einmal, was so läuft. David Aldridge, den nehmen wir mal das Spot weg. Da ist Dennis Schröder, der spielt auf jeden Fall heute. Kyle Korver spielt auch. Ken Basemore, Paul Millsap, Dwight Howard. Mal gucken, wie wir gegen diese Lineup bestehen können. Ich bin gespannt. So. Der Cat ist wieder fit, soweit ich das im Blick habe. Nach dem Spiel gegen die Houston Rockets war ja Carl Anthony Towns ein bisschen angeschlagen an der Schulter, glaube ich, soweit ich das weiß. Ah, schön. Direkt ein Steal zu Anfang und ein Slam Dunk. Das ist doch mal ein Highlight, womit man das Spiel beginnt, meine Damen und Herren. Auch wenn es mir jetzt leid tut für Dennis Schröder, dass er jetzt gleich hier so eiskalt ins Spiel startet, aber... Und Pick and Pop, Baby. Wieso ist das denn ein Reach and Ball? Das kann ich jetzt aber auch wiederum nicht verstehen. Keine Ballkontrolle über den Ball und ich kriege das Foul. Naja, wir wollen uns jetzt mal nicht beschweren, das ist unser erstes, aber wenn die Refs so weiterpfeifen, dann hat das hier nicht viel mit Gerechtigkeit zu tun. Das Gute ist, Schröder hat keinen wirklichen Dreierwurf. Da arbeitet er mittlerweile noch dran, von daher. Jawohl, schöner Fast Break, den gehe ich all the way. Aber den Assist zu spielen, ist zu gefährlich. Komm, Dennis. Zeig, was du hast. Und Dwighty. Oh! Guter Wurf von Dwighty, muss man sagen. So, Justice.
Be willing to give that one up, and that mid-range jumper is his favorite.
Trez with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Young in the corner. To the paint. And again, another
schön, Orange Juice.
Trez has got 6 points. Well, after the long speculation
easy, aber wo ist Dennis Schröder? Der deckt mich ja gar nicht so wirklich, ne? Ah, schade, wäre das nächste Ziel gewesen. Oh, Dennis Schröder ist mächtig aufgeregt, wie es aussieht. Schöner Alley-Oop zu Andrew Wiggins. Ich glaube, das wird gleich das erste Timeout werden für die Atlanta Hawks. 8:2 Start. Dennis Schröder ist eiskalt. Pick and Pop.
Minnesota with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Oh, Bad Pass. Abgefälscht. War die Hand dann doch noch ein bisschen schneller von Schröder, war das, glaube ich, ja zwischen war.
Yeah, the point's not hard to come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered too if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
There's the lob to Towns.
After nailing the first 4 shots of the game,
perfekter Pick and Roll und Alley-Oop zu The Cat, aber der scheinbar noch nicht 100% fit, den hätte der sonst gemacht. Locker, oder das waren zu viele Leute, oder Pain, ich weiß es nicht. Aber den Ziel hole ich mir locker gegen Dennis mit dem schönen Slam Dunk am Ende. Was ein Start. 4 von 4 Korberfolgen, 1 Assist, 2 Steals.
Now here's Schröder, covered by Schmidt. Schröder dishes to Korver, out to the wing. Howard, the pass to Basemore. Howard with the screen on Wiggins.
So. Nur ob Basemore jetzt ein bisschen mehr ins Spiel findet. Bei den Hawks. Dwight Howard mit seinem zweiten Basket. Seinem zweiten Bucket.
It takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Versuchen wir erstmal Towns jetzt zum Spielen zu kriegen.
And when you think of the Atlanta Hawks, you think of the great Dominique Wilkins, Brent, the human highlight film, one of the greatest dunkers the league has ever seen.
And one of the most prolific scorers the league has ever seen. Dominique, a Hall of Famer. And it was nice to see that the Hawks put a statue of Dominique Wilkins outside of the arena in 2015. And so great to see that the Atlanta Hawks franchise has kept Dominique around the community as they move forward.
Schöner Pass. Inside and one, baby. Millsap mit dem ersten Foul.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead.
10 Punkte
and we're
Führung.
still in the first
Jetzt sind es 11.
No question, you have
Riecht
one
nach einem
team
Timeout,
firing
wenn
on
ich
all
ehrlich bin.
cylinders. The other
Oh,
one
was ist
can't
das denn
even
für ein
get
Pass
out
von
of the
Dwight?
garage.
Haben die gar keine Lust zu spielen? Die spielen so, als ob die gar nicht gewinnen wollen. Hier zu Hause.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in, let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas.
Here are the season tickets told, Brent. Players start getting tired legs and little injuries begin to crop up.
And this is where
He's on
opportunities
fire.
for guys who are a little bit deeper on the bench may crop up. And so the coach's job is to make sure that their confidence is there, that they're ready to go. And when called upon as a player,
Nächster
they're
Fast
ready.
Break und nächster Slam Dunk und Orange
But you
Juice
got to get out of your hammock and you cannot be lazy around.
ist
Brent.
dabei,
He's so active
aktiviert zu
on
werden.
defense, always looking to swipe that ball away.
Schröder gibt jetzt auch häufiger den Ball ab.
Here's the screen. Howard against Towns to end the run. No good from Howard.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that.
Here's Wiggins. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first.
Basemore mit Coast to Coast.
Here's Bazemore. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Nix.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
Now here's Prez. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And he is very talented offensively, but what really stood out to me was his defense, guys. He was nabbing steals left and right out there. Just did a terrific job of taking advantage of the opposition's lazy play.
Minnesota shooting their second
Da hat Dwight was abbekommen, so zumindest sah es so aus, als ob er das Gesicht vor Schmerzen verzehren würde. So, wir werden jetzt erstmal ausgewechselt von Coach. Oh, das ist aber eine heftige
Timberwolves
Führung.
leading by 18.
18 Punkte für mich.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Schmidt in at point guard.
Oh, guter Snap von Paul Millsap, um den Alley-Oop da zu verhindern, den ich schon gesehen hatte für... Oh, nächster Stil.
Well, Prez in their last game against the Suns was superb. He finished with 24 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thank you. He played at a level that very few players
Schenkt den aber wirklich gar nicht. 20 zu 6 waren in den letzten 5,5 Minuten nicht schlecht.
Yeah, that's got to be a consideration. He was extremely worn down because of that load that he carried, but he's elite. I don't expect that from him. We'll see what he's got tonight.
Schade. Da war ich fest, da konnte ich nichts mehr machen, da musste ich abspielen.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Down low that time, and he got the 3-second.
Sekundenüberschreitung Offense. Nice. Turnover after turnover.
The attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Hawks.
And they're among the top-ranked teams in the
Heute
conference
Abend
in large part
51
because
von
of how
Mitteldistanz.
well-rounded
Konntest
they
jetzt nicht
are
ganz
at
so
the
schnell
offensive
sehen.
end. In terms of their
Also
shot
Mitteldistanz die
distribution, their points are
bevorzugte
coming from just about everywhere.
Wurfort heute Abend bei den Hawks.
Elite offense.
Towns, a screen on Schroeder. Towns up top. Aldridge kicks to Bielitsa. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bielitsa's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Hawks trail by 21.
Dennis.
Well, Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer, his players will tell you, does a
I'm
great
Brad.
job of
I
being
approve that
inclusive. making
Das
everybody
muss
from the
ich
stars
mir jetzt
to
auf
the
die
reserves
Kappe schreiben.
feel like they
Vielleicht jetzt
matter.
doch wieder ein bisschen
It's
weniger
establishing a
aggressiv.
collective trust. It
Weil wir
makes
sind
a
aktuell auch
difference
nicht
on
an
the
Feuer,
court. You
das
can
lohnt
see
sich
the
nicht.
communication between staff and player.
Oh, kein
Schröder kicks to Scott.
Scott.
Howard in the post. Bielitz is there. Howard can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
I heard Coach Bud holds team dinners. Brent, he calls it breaking bread, trying to create that feeling of community, trying to bond the team together.
But you always want to feel like the coach is doing more than just
Cleaning the
coaching
board,
you.
cleaning the
Part
mess
of
up.
The job for him is caring
For
about
me.
what's going on.
So.
There's also a great sense of open door policy
Ah,
that if you want
Mist,
to go
ey.
in and talk to your coach, he's available whenever and wherever
ist
to
ein
do
bisschen sehr
that. So
sicher hier
all
in
of
der
that sense
Ballkontrolle.
of community and camaraderie, that comes through in Atlanta.
Schröder kicks to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Shoots
Millsap,
from 8.
oh, guter
Nice
Fake.
touch on the back shot.
Der war gut gemacht.
Millsap's got his first basket
Schneller.
of the night.
Half-Spin.
Millsap really wants the shot anytime he can get it from there. That's his comfort zone.
Prez passes to Aldridge.
Aldridge.
And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that
Zweites Tor
time,
von
so he'll
Millsap, der
shoot
muss jetzt auch ein bisschen
right here.
zurücknehmen.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Aber nach dem heißen Anfang, also nach der heißen Anfangsphase, nach dem Start, ist das Spiel jetzt auch so ein bisschen
Here in the
eingeschlafen,
second
zumindest
quarter,
auch auf
we've
unserer
played a
Seite,
little over 2.5
muss man so
minutes.
sagen. Weil wir
They've been
selbst kommen auch
struggling
jetzt
here
gerade
on
so ein bisschen
offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry
Also,
spell
was
for
trifft.
sure.
Pass to
Das ist-
Howard. Takes a 3. Millsap misses. Timberwolves leading by 22. Dishes it to Prez. Towns a screen on Schröder. Prez kicks to Towns. And
Easy
the dunk
pick and
by
roll.
Towns.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
24 Punkte Führung. Knapp 5 Minuten noch zu spielen hier in der
Atlanta
im
calls
zweiten Viertel.
timeout. Well, Brent, they say
I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
from a defensive standpoint than to stop a great player. It just seems like there's so many different options and different ways a team or an individual can play them.
Defenses have to have the ability,
Schade,
Kevin,
aber
to make
Schröder noch einen
reads
Schritt
and
schneller als
get
wir.
on the same page with regards to stopping the greatest players in the game. One player can't do it, so oftentimes we're talking about committing 2 defenders. What can the 3 guys on
Wiggins,
the
coast
back
to
line
coast.
of defense do against some of the game's
Nein, nicht ganz
greatest?
coast to
And how
coast.
is it that they
Ja,
can
fast von Justice
move on the
bekommen, wenn ich das
string,
richtig
read one another,
gesehen habe.
and reassemble themselves within a possession? That is a tremendous skill that needs to be practiced, honed, and that's where great defenses gain confidence.
Well, I think
Ja, wenn mal so ein bisschen
communication
jetzt die
probably
Energie
is
auch raus
the priority when you begin that
noch
process.
danken
It
können im
always
Ball, aber
starts with the talking, and that's where you see some of the greatest defenses have guys on the back line, the bigs pointing in certain directions, making sure they're directing traffic to make sure the problem areas on any possession are covered.
oh, White Howard mit
with
dem
the second chance
Tipp-In.
points. Howard's got his third
War
bucket of
schon
the
fast von
night.
der Freiwurflinie.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Prez kicks to Bielitz. Pass to Towns.
Cat.
Timberwolves passing it around. Inside. That's good from
Die
Prez.
Zone
on the
ist
assist by
total
Wiggins.
offen, wo der ist keiner in der Zone. Das sind easy Baskets, die ich jetzt hier gerade kriege. 87%ige 87% werfe ich auch vom Feld. Also
Here's Millsap, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew
Wiggins mit
contact
dem
on the
ersten
shot.
Foul.
It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Also
A
die Hawks
splendid
müssen sich
effort from
deutlich
Millsap
steigern, wenn
to
die
find a way to
überhaupt
drag
mithalten
himself
wollen. Oder
right back to the
irgendwie
free
in
throw
irgendeiner
line.
Art competen wollen. Das,
And you look
so
at the
klappt das
advanced
überhaupt
numbers.
nicht.
Very quietly, Paul Millsap is one of the most effective rim protectors in the league.
Justice.
Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive, Kevin, and it speaks to not just the physical abilities of a player, but
Weg ist jetzt im
mentally
Spiel für
being
Schröder.
able to read what it is that offenses are doing and step into the right position. He's only 6'6" in socks, but when you
Millsap.
take into account that wingspan, he can be effective down low.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Towns kicks to Prez. There's the screen. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, Towns mit dem Stepback.
Offline with his 3. Atlanta's gone 0
Der ist aber auch gut drauf, wenn er sich sowas schon zutraut.
Back to Jack.
Jawohl, schön. Das ist unser Ball sogar. Turnover. Nice. Endlich hat es sich mal gelohnt, den Ball wegzuschlagen. Ah, jetzt werde ich ausgewechselt. Schade. Ja, wir gehen in der Halbzeit mit einer 27-Punkte-Führung. Ich will jetzt nicht arrogant klingen, aber ich würde sagen, das Spiel ist schon wieder gegessen. Nichtsdestotrotz, zweite Halbzeit bleibt noch, um jetzt hier noch so ein paar Plays zu machen, ein paar Highlights zu bringen. Vielleicht noch ein paar Plaketten freischalten. Mal gucken. 2 fehlen uns noch. Ankle-Breaker und spektakulärer Passer. Den Rest, also die wir auch zumindest upgraden können, haben wir sonst alle schon freigeschaltet. Also Passgeber, Lob City Passer und Pick and Roll Maestro haben wir alle schon freigeschaltet. Sowohl auch Blockausweicher, Taschendieb. Seht ihr eigentlich immer oben ja im Spiel, aber Taschendieb und Blockausweicher, sowas kann man nicht aufwerten. Zumindest habe ich das noch nicht gefunden.
Welcome back, folks. Always so much activity going on here in the bustling metropolis of Atlanta, Georgia. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We're seeing a tremendous game from Fred.
Na dann, weiter geht's hier in der zweiten Halbzeit.
When the decision making is as good as it was there in that first half, didn't force anything.
Well, showed great discipline and only took good shots. So we'll see if he can keep that decision making up here in the third.
Ist auch direkt das 5. Assist mal.
It's Korver and Bazemore. Paul Millsap out there with Howard, and it's Schröder in at the one spot.
Schröder ist auch wieder zurück im Spiel.
Starting the second half. The dish to Howard. Feeds to Bazemore.
Bazemore
He
mit dem
kicks it
Ball.
to Millsap.
Millsap.
Foul
Nichts
call that
Vorwurf
time on
übrigens,
the way up.
zweites
That'll give him 2
persönliches.
chances at the free throw line here.
Well, as people start to put together underrated
Oh,
lists,
Millsap ist
Paul
auch nicht gut
Millsap
drauf,
at
der
the
misst den
power forward or
Freiwurf.
small forward position comes up quite a bit. It's been that way for his entire career. Drafted 47th in 2006, and all he'd done at Louisiana Tech was lead the nation in rebounding.
Die Zone ist ja total offen, das ist ja... Was ist denn da los? Ich kann da einfach so an den vorbeilaufen. Die spielen gar keine Defense. Das ist ja Wahnsinn. Könnte mal ein High-Scoring-Game werden, wenn die weiter so spielen.
Vertical is a major part of what makes him so difficult as a point guard to defend, especially around the rim.
Schade, könnte mir helfen mit der Defense.
And for Millsap, he's never been the most explosive athlete or Brent the most imposing to look at. Really, he's undersized at 6'8".
Well, I think a lot of coaches out
Schöner
there
Eliu.
covet a skill set of somebody
Da ist die
at
alte
his
Form wieder
size,
von Kyle Anthony
didn't
Towns.
misread him. That's
So
why he's having the success he's had the
verwertet er
past
meine
couple of
Eliups,
seasons.
wenn ich ihn
On
einspiele.
the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, as always, the Atlanta Hawks run that fluid offensive system that is widely admired. You know, Steve Kerr, our old friend, used to say they get to the next level of their offense. You take away the first option, they automatically get to the second. You take that one, they automatically and fluidly get to the third option. Very few teams do that. Kevin?
Passing and shooting, DA, that's what it's all about. Thank you. Korver kicks it over to Schröder. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Schröder. Towns a screen on Korver. They set the pick. Wiggins outside.
Wiggins.
This one for 3. That shot off, and Atlanta will go the other way with it.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Howard in the post, defended by Towns.
Nächstes Foul.
And Dwight Howard, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a #1 option on the offensive end, but still great in the pick and roll, better than most when it comes to posting, and defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
Ja, da ist doch jetzt mein
Atlanta
Defense.
making a switch here. Scott's checked in. Prez kicks to Bielitsa. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Bielitsa's got 12 in the game.
Da jetzt glaube ich schon.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And talking about Howard's defense, he's blocking fewer shots these days, but he remains extremely difficult to score against in the paint.
Yeah, statistically, opponents still struggle to shoot against him. He has the power and instincts to stop most true centers from getting comfortable on the blocks, and his reputation goes a long way toward unnerving opponents.
Prez kicks to Towns.
Hands it from downtown. Jawohl.
Towns has got
Schön.
5 points now this quarter.
And without his sharp shooting, who knows where they'd be right now.
Auszeit Atlanta.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take
Können
a
wir jetzt auch
seat.
noch mal kurz drüber reden hier beim Coach, obwohl es nicht viel zu bequatschen gibt.
Hey,
Wir spielen gerade
this is
ganz
what
einfach
happens
unsere
when we
Schuhe
play
einfach
our
so
brand
runter,
of
wie man so
basketball.
sagen will.
They cannot stop us. Remember, you're my Pippen, and you're my...
But he is, though.
Yeah, I'm getting a little jealous that I didn't play in this era, but interesting the way that coaches are seeking out the three-point line and in turn trying to create more space for the guys that can do more than just shoot threes, Kevin. So having versatility between 1 and 4, a great screen setter that can roll and command some attention of the defense, to suck in the defense. We always talk about the accordion of the defense, bringing them in, pulling them out, and taking advantage. I like the three-point shot. It's here to stay. Just don't mention 4. Don't mention the 4-point shot.
But some are.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Prez dishes to Aldrich. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Aldrich has got his second basket of the night. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. It's stolen by Prez. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. SCHRÖDER up top, guarded by Schmidt from 18 feet away.
Oh, Dennis mit dem nächsten.
And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Das hat mich jetzt geärgert. Ich hab gedacht, dass Kyle von Towns wirklich mitläuft.
They've gone
Wenn wir da
6
ein
of 8 on
schönes
field goal
Assist
attempts in
abstauben
the
können, weil
third.
ich wollte ja eigentlich
A
gar nicht.
75% clip. Prez kicks to Aldrich. Right wing. It's Bielitsa. Tries again. And Towns
Schöner
finishes
Offensive
inside.
Rebound von
Towns has
Kyle
got
von
7
Towns.
now in this quarter.
Plus 8 in the
Steals haben wir
rebound
sogar.
differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Spielen aber auch ohne jeglichen Druck, ne? Die
Now
Atlanta
here's
Hawks.
Bazemore.
Lenken sie den Ball
He
schon
started
hier
closely. There's the pass to SCHRÖDER. Millsap has the open look. The three-pointer no good.
Nächster
And on
Miss.
an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Passes it to Bielitsa. Nice
ist.
ball movement by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. There's the screen. Prez passes to Aldrich.
Kein Pick
Young
and Pop.
for 3. That was enough space for Young.
Dann der
to
Dreier von
convert the
Justice.
deep ball.
Den auch.
And Young can knock those down.
It's
if you
raining all
give
day,
him
baby.
The chance.
Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third
Justice
quarter.
ist
Let's see if they can keep it
Führender
up.
in der NBA, was die Dreierquote anbelangt.
Millsap a screen on Young. Bazemore dishes to Millsap. Again, Millsap missing.
Well, the D wasn't awful, but it wasn't stifling either. He really should have made that shot.
Now Prez, 16 points for him. Towns a screen on SCHRÖDER. Pass to Bielitsa. Here's Towns, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Screen by Howard. Bazemore for 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Towns kicks to Bielitsa. Now here's Prez. He's covered by Bazemore. And stolen by Scott. Here we go, one-on-one. Shoots from 12. Count the basket. Bazemore's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Terrific use of the drive by Bazemore, running straight at the D and getting that one to go.
They set the pick. Prez kicks to Towns. Pass to Bielitsa. From deep. They get the rebound. Aldrich, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Aldrich has got 4 points this quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bazemore passes to Howard.
Das macht Howard in der Dreierlinie.
Back to Bazemore. And he converts the layup. Bazemore's got 8 points.
Yeah, no disparaging remarks with regards to his effort in this one. He's making everything, and he needs his teammates to step up to the plate to help him out.
Towns, no luck.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, I like the thought, but the execution was not there.
Now here's SCHRÖDER, defended by Schmidt, out to the wing. Howard dishes to SCHRÖDER, 5 on the clock. And the shot no good, a bit short. It's Pialitza. Second shot opportunity. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it. So for the Hawks, Howard comes in for Splitter. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for Kyle Korver. Timberwolves also changing it up. Hill, he's checked in for Jack. Young comes in for Zach LaVine. And Prez is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Schmidt in at shooting guard. Hill is out there with Young. Then there's Dunn, and it's Aldrich in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Cephalosha. He's guarded closely. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
All right, Red.
They've gotten careless, like Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Atlanta making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Hardaway is subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. Prez kicks to Hill and stolen by Scott.
Der Hill kommt zu spät. Der Hill kann diesen Pick and Roll nicht.
Millsap with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Awesome assist from Millsap there. He really picks apart the D.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Das wollte ich doch gar nicht.
Ball's knocked loose.
Turnover hier. Zum Schluss.
Outside Hardaway. Jack, and Aldrich sends it back.
Schön nice rebound, Harold.
Now here's Prez, defended by Jack.
Dann nur noch den Wurf.
Dunn passes to Schmidt. Rebound Atlanta.
Schade.
Hardaway kicks to Millsap for the 3. No good on the shot, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And it's Dunn in the corner.
Jetzt nimmt den.
Sinks the 3-pointer.
Aber wenigstens das 10.
Dunn's got 19 points.
Double in den
This
Büchern.
was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side,
Gute Defense noch für uns, gutes Foul von Justice. Hätten wir vielleicht auch ohne ihn bekommen.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Prez.
You might want to call the exterminator, because this guy, he was a pest on defense all night long. Read plays, got into the passing lanes, made steals, poked balls away. His defense a huge catalyst for the win.
Shot by Jack, wide open, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And it's Hill. That time the assist from Prez.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Yeah, their aggressiveness, their execution really silenced a raucous crowd. Love the attitude they came in with here.
Und damit sind wir im Bonus.
That one is off. Thabo Cephalosha is checked in for Paul Millsap. And he's good on the second.
With the team struggling to come back, he really wanted all of those free throws.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Prez. 17 seconds left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Schade, ich wollte ein bisschen dancen.
And here is Jack.
Toll. Aber der Versuch was wert.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy.
Naja, Weiterer Sieg, würde ich sagen. Gar nicht mal so schlechte Partie wieder. 16 Punkte, 3 Rebounds, 11 Assists, 5 Steals. Wir haben am Anfang relativ stark begonnen, zum Schluss ein bisschen nachgelassen, aber trotzdem in allem ein solides Spiel. Ich hoffe, ihr schaltet das nächste Mal auch wieder ein. I'm out, folks. Peace.
For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Ooh, ain't stand a chance.
No.
They ain't stand a chance today.
Reed.
I love it. I love this team. I love the effort.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez. We saw him come out looking very confident, making his first 5 shots of the game.
His points in the paint were a big factor for them tonight. He consistently took it to the rack. Relentless.
He took charge of the offense tonight. He had a ton of assists, and a lot of them were highlight reel passes. I mean, old school passes. He was initiating plays, setting guys up. They had a ton of easy baskets because this guy can see everything on the court. Eagle eye. All right, all right.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Hey, thank you guys all for coming out. I just wanted to say congratulations to my friend Justice Young for making it through all the trade speculation.
Yeah, let's put all that mess behind us. Let's focus on the season.
Glad to have you on the squad, man. And to my boy Denver for making it back to the team.
Hey, thank God, man. The D-League don't have the same amenities, boy.
Well, D-League's all right. I mean, we got a lot of good players working their way up through there.
Yeah, but that toast wasn't about them.
But they're enjoying it down there.
Down there.
Anyways, on to the playoffs.
Yeah. That's right, playoffs. Here we come.